mentioned.
There goes my phone.
Da 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 da. There goes his phone, and my camera's dying. Holy wow! Sorry about that.
All our cameras are messing up today.
Yeah, it's fine. So I think we're ready to go.
How hard this is gonna be wearing a winter coat?
I just ran over my toe with a swivel chair.
Excuse you, winter coat?
You're right. Well, yeah, but I have a light.
Why are you
like,
all in
directly my
jackets?
face.
You're inside.
Here, let me just.
Because that's part of my character, Shrew.
Okay, two things, Shermie. One,
Thanks, Ray. Thanks for texting me.
You think
Today is
Titus wears a fungi shirt? Like, do you really think that's something my character wears?
okay, two things, Shermie. Okay,
I'm
one,
getting into this.
today is the first day it's been above 0 in
Yikes.
the past week.
Yikes.
And two, I keep my house at 60 degrees, so...
Well,
Ooh.
neither of those are my problem. So.
And there's a window directly behind me, so...
Big oof, dude.
Indeed.
Oh, do you guys want to see? This is a ship someone 3D printed me for a campaign once.
That's cool.
Unfortunately, the back sail broke, but... That's cool.
That's very cool. I like that. I think I've seen that before. I think you showed it to me.
Probably. I have the table at my dorm right now.
Welcome back to the Mblore channel, guys.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Alright, anyway, yeah, I'm...
I just
Well, if we're
extended
going
it.
like that. Welcome back, lords and ladies. Keep our
Nice.
here.
Nice.
I don't
He
have
looks
a
like a
mini
pimp.
version of me.
Wait,
You
Stu,
look
where's
like
your
a-
mug?
Where's my mug?
Yeah, don't you have a mug with your logo on it?
Boom, dude.
Yeah, I picked that up
Right.
during when I was at his house. It was interesting.
And,
Does this
and
lamp turn on?
my King Ray 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 rides Kanade from Angel Beats.
Oh my.
I'm sure he does.
Alright.
Wow, Shruby!
Alright, so I'm gonna be popping up and down behind this like mysterious land of beyond. Because I have notes laid out all over my floor to help me stay organized. So are we ready to begin?
Yep.
Don't mind me.
Wait.
Just.
Alright.
What is on your head?
My head?
No,
Oh, Jack's
Jack.
head. It looks like he has like one of those.
Mario hat.
Oh! I thought it was like one of those old-timey like hot water bottles that you put on
I
your
thought
head.
it was like stuffed pizza.
Stuffed
Pizza.
No, like,
Alright, well.
y'all are crazy.
That's so sad. Alexa, play Despacito.
Oh my god.
That's so sad. Alexa, play Crab Rave.
Alexa, volume to 80%. Okay, Google, volume to 80%.
Oh no!
What?
Alexa, shut up. I don't care. Okay, sorry.
Why'd you say her name?
Oof.
You know what happened.
Because she kept talking, and I asked her to change the volume, which should just be one thing, but then she kept talking.
Alright, so when we last left off.
Is Despacito gonna play for like the entire thing?
Okay, Google, play Despacito.
Okay, Despacito by Luis Fonsi. Here it is on YouTube Music.
Oh jeez. Oh my god, why?
Okay,
There we
Google,
go.
stop.
Should we just gave up? Me too. So
There are 4 devices in this room that I can play songs off of.
alright, I'm ready to go. So there is a lot of notes here, a lot of things that I'm trying to get going. I don't know how, like, no matter how much I plan, I'm sure it's not going to go according to my plan, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be fun. I'm trying to involve all the characters that we have so far, tie up all the loose ends, and like bring it to a satisfying ending of the campaign. I don't know how many
Also,
sessions.
Stewart's here.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how many sessions it'll take. Hopefully, only a couple more. So maybe like 3 more if it takes long, or maybe we can get it through this if we can. But I doubt it. We'll see. There are 16 players currently in the campaign. We only have half of them here, so we'll do our best. We're gonna begin with Dravis, Guy Dude, and Glumporio. So the 3 of you just left the capital, and you were heading to the Pool of Wisdom to the north because you wanted to check out that and see what was going on up there, and also try to heal the giant island turtle. So the 3 of you left the capital and struck out traveling north again. As you leave the capital, you notice a strange phenomenon happening to the forest to your left. The plant life seems to be slowly withering and turning black the longer time goes on. Everything from great trees in the forest down to the smallest blade of grass seems to be slowly dying. Can I have the 3 of you roll me perception? And also, as you're leaving town, like, just as you're getting out of the capital and starting to begin going north, you also feel like a slight rumbling in the ground. Not quite as extreme as the ground used to be rumbling back in the days where the ground was actually rumbling. Glumpar would probably be the only one who actually was there for that, though, so that doesn't really matter for Guy Dude and Dravis. Yeah. So yeah, roll perception and tell me what you guys got.
Nat 20.
Nat 20? Wow. How about you guys, Glumpario and Guy Dude?
1 moment. 9.
8? Okay. And what did you get, Jack?
I just said 8.
Oh. What did Max say?
Said 9.
Oh. I thought that was your voice. My bad. Alright. So Shroomy, you noticed that this corruption or whatever seems to be spreading across the land slowly from the volcano, and you can see that the lava flow from the volcano far in the distance seems to have finally slowed to only a very slight trickle flowing out of the side of the, or like the side entrance to the volcano, where it used to be like a lava fall kind of pouring down. And yeah, you felt a slight shudder of the ground, but that's pretty much it. Would you guys like to do anything or just continue traveling after observing all this weirdness?
I guess continue, because there's nothing we can
Let me
really
roll a
do about it.
constipation check.
Sure, you can roll a constipation check if you'd like.
What?
That's the Glumpario thing.
18.
All right, you're starting to get constipated, yeah. You won't need to poop for a while. You'll be good. All right, so now let's take a break for the other group. We will switch to the villains party of Banana and Doomslayer. Izzy's not here for now, so we'll just have Doomslayer be doing the actions, I guess. So when we last left off, is that the Minecraft music?
Hawk.
Wow.
Such a naughty boy.
Alright, so when we last left off with Banana and Doomslayer, Doomslayer is a silent protagonist of the game Doom, and he was not able to really talk to the goblin that well, so he was just miming, saying that he needed a shotgun, but he got a nat 20 when he was trying to mime that. So this goblin knows exactly what this guy needs, and like there was a holographic image of like a Fortnite shotgun just appearing when he was trying to mime it, so that helped. So the goblin is still kind of like upset, can't believe that he got shrunk and put in a box and that he forgot his like magical book that was the heritage of his people, which Glumpario still has, by the way. Blah blah blah. The goblin figures he'll get it back soon. So the goblin, as we're fading back into the scene, the goblin's going, "So let me get this straight, Armor Man. You want to help exact your revenge before you'll help me with my plan to wake the god of the earth?"
Nod.
Okay. Very well. You're sure about this, Armor Man? You say he's a powerful wizard. I may be the shaman of the mountain, but I never formally completed my training in the most advanced arts.
Again, nod.
Okay. So, because you're nat 20, the goblin knows exactly what Doom Guy wants, a new shotgun, even though shotguns don't really exist in this world, and he only had a paper mache one earlier, but forget that. So this goblin pulls out what looks to be a walnut, or like a shriveled fruit pit, or something that he had in his road, and he waves his hand over it and does some weird spells, as the three of you, Banana, Guy Dude, or not Guy Dude, sorry, Doom Guy, and there's too many guys and whatever. And the goblin walk over to the lava flow that's still just barely trickling out of the mountain. So there's still a lava flow coming, and you're on the west side of the island right now. So if you guys need a refresher, this is about where they are right now. This side of the mountain. Not really essential information, but that's where you are. And the goblin waves his hand over the seed, and then he uses this to basically just take a 5-foot cube of dirt, and it just rises out of the ground and moves to the side and plonks back down on the ground, and then he waves his hand over the seed again, and it moves again. So it's basically just like taking a 5-foot cube of dirt and just like moving it over towards the flow of lava until the cube of dirt just like submerges into the water, like as a
Oh, can
big
you
pile
play
of
that
loose dirt.
Minecraft music again?
Okay, Google,
Oh
play
my
the Minecraft soundtrack.
God.
Playing Minecraft full soundtrack on YouTube Music.
All right. After a moment of the dirt being in the lava, the goblin waves his hand again and kind of makes the dirt pile pop back out, just a cube of dirt, and it comes back out, and you can see that there's the very top of it has like a small divot where there's lava contained within it now, as though he's casting something in the dirt. So you guys do have a distance to travel while you're going, so he's just going to continue moving this cube of dirt over and over again as you begin walking to the south and letting this cast of lava cool as you're going inside this cube of dirt. And you all begin walking to the south. As you're going, you do notice the same corruption of the dying plant life spreading from the mountain as you guys walk south. And you hear the bubbling tar pits to the right, the far right of you, like maybe a mile away, get more violent as there's like geysers of tar bubbling as you're walking south. After almost a day of travel, as you're traveling to the south, then the goblin finally decides that the lava has cooled enough. You can see that the very top of the glowing lava has cooled off and is now just like a smooth obsidian surface. And the goblin waves his hand over the seed again, and the dirt just kind of peels away, revealing a perfect Fortnite shotgun cast out of pure obsidian. And it's looking pretty awesome.
I love Minecraft.
So would you like to take that, Doom guy?
Is it possible to ask him for a do-over?
A do-over? What do you mean? Do you not want it to be made out of
Wait, I'm
obsidian?
trying to get that. Wait, no. I'm trying to get like. Let me grab an image.
Wow, he's being picky, even though
He
was
just got a
given
shotgun. Yeah, like shotguns don't exist in this world, and I have specifically made one for you. What do you want? I don't.
I want that
We
one.
all agree Paris
I
is a
want
terrible
that
Pokemon.
one. Oh my gosh. Okay, fine.
I liked
Yeah.
Paris.
So it is
When it first
whichever
came out.
one that you mimed. So if you wanted to say that you nat 20
Where we
mimed
made up the
that.
idea of Fortnite shotgun.
Okay, sure. Yeah. So it was a holographic image of that one, and that's the one you have. You have that, and it's except it's made instead of being cast out of metal, it's cast out of obsidian. And you're traveling to the south for basically a full day. While that's happening, let's go to that other group.
AJ having so many people.
I mean, we have
I feel so-
like 6 different
I'm
groups
so
of people.
sorry on your behalf, AJ.
It's okay, it's okay. I just hope that I can keep things engaging because I'm doing a lot of talking. I did too much preparing and not enough. I don't know. Once I start letting you guys do your own thing and make choices and stuff, it's all gonna go to heck, and all my choices and like preparation is gonna be for nothing. So now we're going to the party at the Capitol with Charles Goodshow and Jeb Jebby. So, you guys have just walked out of the keep, I believe. Hawk successfully cast his suggestion on the prince, and Jeb Jebby killed the goo creature and cured the prince of disease. So, what are you guys doing at this point? You walked out of the keep, just chilling out?
Well, I'm looking for the prince now.
Oh, you want to look for the prince? Well, he's inside the keep. Roll me perception as you're walking. Actually, yeah, roll perception as you're walking out of there.
18.
18. Okay. So you feel that same familiar rumble in the earth that the other party was feeling as they were leaving town, but you feel it's stronger than them, more noticeable, because you're closer to the source of this rumbling. Would you like to do anything about this rumble? And do remember that your character
I
has been in
mumbled
war
to
before,
myself
so.
oh, the rumbles are back. Well, this is a good sign.
Except it's the familiar rumble of a many footsteps charging into battle, rather than the rumble of the mountain.
Oh, okay. Well, you should have said that there.
Well, I was trying to have you try to investigate it before I told you that, but yeah.
That's why you should say roll investigation.
Well, it wasn't
I'm
investigation.
Kidding. I'm
Investigation.
kidding.
Okay,
I'm
sorry.
messing with you.
All right.
He can't handle his chains being pulled.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so The thing is, I wouldn't know what to do without a command because, yes, I know this is happening, but I've also been tasked with the command to take care of the prince.
All right, yeah, you can definitely go do that instead.
I'm still gonna go look for the prince.
Okay. So the rumbling that you feel does not stop. It is kind of faint at this point. It's not like right on top of you yet, so it's not like an imminent threat. So you go inside the keep and you look around for the prince. I'll just say that you find him pretty easily. He's still in the king's chamber off to the left up the stairs, guarded by 2 guards on the outside of the door. What would you like to say to him or do with him?
Your lordship, I must speak to you.
The prince just kind of goes, yeah, what do you need?
I can feel the rumble of 1,000 feet heading this way. What would you have me do?
The rumble of feet? What do you mean? Like an attack?
I believe that we are under attack, yes.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Have you ever been in a battle before? This prince is probably like somewhere between 10 and 13 at this point, probably. So he doesn't look very battle hardened.
Your prince. Yes, I have been in war before, along with the great Earth Shatterer, was it?
Oh yeah,
Was
the
that his
Earthshaker,
nickname?
Kisto the Earthshaker.
Earthshaker. I was working right under Kisto the Earthshaker.
Oh wow, he's a legend. I've heard story. I don't know what to do. I've never been in a battle before. People keep saying that I guess I'm gonna be the king now, but I don't even know how to lead or anything. I just want my dad to be okay. Because the king just died.
Your father is dead, your lordship.
I want my dad to be okay. Your dad's dead.
Wow, very harsh.
I want my dad to be okay.
One of the guards outside the room kind of peeks in and he's like, the kid's right. He's never made any decisions yet. He hasn't even been coronated yet. And suddenly the prince looks up and he goes, no, I think Charles Goodshow should be king. And they're like, wait, what the heck's a Charles Goodshow? Charles Goodshow, where are you?
Hello! I'm Charles Goodshow.
Can I roll to see if I knew it was Charles that did that?
You can roll insight if you'd like to see if you
I'd like to
notice
roll
any.
insight.
Yeah, see if you notice any magical influence.
19.
I actually have no idea how to set the
Hello,
DC
I'm
for
back.
this.
Sorry.
Oh, welcome back, Hawk.
I rolled insight to see if you did that. What do you have to roll, or what's going on?
Oh, insight on me?
Well,
No, on the prince to see if.
Oh no, you can't tell that he's been suggested.
Oh, okay.
he just says that out of
No,
his own
it's a
free
subtle
will?
charm,
Okay,
so you
yeah.
can't detect subtle charms. You can look at me and be like, "Does it look like I know what's going on?" But
Yeah, okay. I'll look at you since you came marching in saying
Yeah. I'm Charles Goodshow.
I'd like to investigate him to see if he's or
The
something
demon that
like
comes when you call its name.
So, do I keep the last roll or should I just re-roll, EJ?
You can keep the roll that you did.
Okay, so it's 19.
Just have Hawk roll
Let me
against
pull
it.
up my character sheet because I honestly don't know his stats from memory. And
But I
playing
would say that you wouldn't instantly be able to tell that he cast a spell. You would just be able to tell, oh, so he's done something, or something's off here.
I just wanted
Something's
to know
off.
if he did something.
Let's see.
You just be suspicious of him.
Yeah.
Charles Goodshow.
Charles Goodshow.
I found him. It's okay. All right. You rolled a what?
19.
Okay. Yeah, he'd be able to tell something's up.
Okay.
I mean, well, he'd be able to tell I know something is going on. But I mean, like, I also burst into a room, so I'd say.
Mm-hmm. So
Charles, did you do something to the prince?
I cured him.
and the guards are like, Why are we talking about this? We need an experienced battle technician, not a mere child.
I would be happy to help, and so would my friend here.
He's just trying to drag me along.
Who are you, old timer?
I'm Charles Goodshow.
So, for those of you who weren't there, including Stu, Huck is playing a character that decided to become this other.
Wait, yeah, let me show you.
He was playing Alvin, the Pokemon trainer. Then he decided to disguise himself with a beard, which apparently lasts forever. And now he's pretending to be Charles Goodshow, and he cast suggestion on the prince. So anytime in the next 24 hours that someone suggests to the prince about his coronation, the prince is supposed to say, "No, I think Charles Goodshow should be king instead." And he succeeded on that. So now the prince has to say that every time someone brings up his coronation.
That's what I used to look like, Stu, right? So I sent it in the chat. So that's what I used to look like, and now this is what I look like.
Oh my god.
Wow. So what would you guys like to do? The guards are just kind of like, what's happening here? And the prince is like, yeah, this is fine.
Follow me! We will go to the tactician's room. I'm gonna walk out.
I insist that the prince joins us, because sooner or later he's going to take the crown and he needs experience.
No, I think Charles Goodshow should be king, says the prince.
I didn't say coronation, but
well,
okay.
It was close enough. Coronation from getting the crown, either, I don't know. You could argue it. It's whatever.
No, Prince. Charles Goodshow is not of your blood lineage. He does not have the right to the throne like you.
I'm gonna shout from the hallway, he can abstain! Or abdicate! That one too!
So the guards are just like, what? And they're just kind of leading you and the prince to follow Hawk into the tactician room? So that
I don't know where the tactician room is, so I'm just walking.
Oh, so you're just walking?
I'd like to say the tactician room is that way.
Yeah, it's actually conceivable that Jebby would know where it is because he has lived in this town for a while. So if you want, you
Excellent work, Jebby. I'm glad we brought you along. I'm gonna walk where he pointed.
Okay.
He didn't even point.
Yeah, I did.
Oh. Sure. So you guys walk into this room, and it's like one of those cartoon, well, not cartoon, but like one of those movie tables that's got like all the little things that you can move.
Shotguns.
No. No, but like it's like a war room where you can use the little sticks and push the little figurines and stuff and all that on a map. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. But it's very outdated considering the information that they currently have. So
I
the guards lead in the prince.
An update to the map, right?
You
since I read that book. I have the history book. Remember?
You do have that old history book, yes. Did that book have a map in it?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't think I told you whether or not it did.
You didn't. I'll take the book out and investigate it real quick. Do I have to roll?
Sure. Roll me just a straight D20. We'll see what the book has in it. What'd you get?
A 3.
Yep, it has a very old map that's pretty bad, not very helpful.
I just threw it onto one of the shelves that's nearby then.
Okay.
I'd like to pick it up. Throw it at one of them.
What'd you say, Glenpario? Or Jack?
I thought you were gonna say I was gonna throw it at one of the guards.
So as
I pick it up,
as you guys are
in my bag.
As you guys are beginning to talk and stuff, more guards are pouring into this room, and they're like, "There's a scout that's saying that there's an army approaching. What should we do? We definitely feel the footsteps. We need to take action really quickly. We don't have defenses. Our walls broken down, and we don't have enough able-bodied men to fight. What do we do?"
I find the best course of action is to take a nap in situations like this.
Wait, do you not have spell slots? What happened? Didn't you take a long rest recently?
I have some, okay?
Okay.
I want you to take the civilians and... What's that word? I'm trying to remember. To get them out of there.
Evacuate?
Evacuate. Thank you. I want you to take the civilians. and
Excellent. Yes,
evacuate.
we should evacuate the civilians, everyone. Guards,
taking
make sure
care.
to do that.
We only have about 12 guards in the area.
That's
at this
okay.
Point.
You only need like 4 to evacuate them.
Many of the people in the city are sick. It would be difficult to get them out without carrying them.
Leave the sick ones behind. They
I
will
don't know if we
fight.
could- Who gave this guy in charge? Shouldn't the prince be the one giving orders here anyway? And the prince is like, I'm just watching.
Do not.
Prince is preparing for his coronation, and I look at him.
I think Charles
Oh,
Goodshow should be king.
I'd like to immediately put my hand over his mouth.
What'd you say, Ray?
I'd like to immediately put my hand over the prince's mouth.
I think Charles Goodshow should be king. The guards are like, what are you doing? Take your hand off the prince.
Yes, let the prince speak his mind.
The prince is under some kind of influence.
Guards,
He's too young
I
to
wish-
be drinking. What are you talking about?
Not
Alright.
drinking influence, but alright.
guards, and Jib Jibby, yes, Jib Jibby, you need to go evacuate the civilians and get some more information on the situation, okay?
I do not trust you staying with the prince, Charles. How
It's
about
okay,
you
there are
go
plenty of
instead?
guards. The guards will make sure they're safe. And I'm
You
gonna go over to the
instead.
table, just
The
randomly
rumbling's
start
getting
pushing
louder.
a piece across the whole table. Just a random piece.
A random piece, like one
Like
of the
on the
figurines.
map, like a marker. I just want to
Okay.
start pushing it across, like I know what I'm doing.
Okay. Roll me deception to make sure people think that you're doing.
Oh, I don't
things.
care if they think I know what I'm
Oh,
doing.
okay. So never mind. So you're just ordering some of the guards to go out and help evacuate the citizens?
Yeah,
Okay.
and Jeb Jebby. He needs to go too.
Alright.
Jebby shakes his head. I do not trust you with the prince. How about you leave instead?
Excuse you, I am the one in charge here.
No, you're not.
I am. I came up with the brilliant idea to evacuate citizens.
No, you're not.
The rumbling's still getting louder on the ground.
Look, Jeb
Slowly,
Jebby,
very
this is
slowly.
no time to argue. The kingdom is
You-
in crisis. Go!
The prince is in crisis being around you.
If it would make you feel better, you can take the prince with you.
That is probably not a good idea.
Exactly, so you should go.
You should go.
Do we need to do a persuasion contest or something?
No, I don't need a persuasion
Oh,
I say
contest.
start a fight.
Oh no. 6 of the guards just go, enough of this, we'll go and try to evacuate the citizens, and 6 of them just go, because they don't want to waste any more time.
You see what you've done, Jebby? You've let the guards go instead. Now they're all gonna die.
There are
The
still some
guard's
guards in this room.
job was to go and evacuate the citizens anyways.
I know, I told them to do that.
No.
You need to go investigate the situation.
You would be better at investigating than me because of your transformation ability.
I don't have a transformation ability.
You do. What was his name again? Alan? Alan?
Alvin. It was his
Alvin.
previous name.
Yes, you do, Alvin. Now get
No,
going.
my name is Charles Goodshow.
I know you're Alvin. Now get going.
Some of the guards that just
Alvin unfortunately passed away.
some of the guards that just came in are like, wait, you're the Charles Goodshow that the prince was talking about?
Yes, I am Charles Goodshow.
Do you have experience in war or something? Is that why we're
I
thinking-
do. I am a master tactician. I served alongside what was the name of the guy? Earthshaker.
Shruby's just like, I am so done with this. Okay.
Okay,
roll,
I'll grab.
roll me deception, Hawk.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
We both said that.
Whoop, who left? Mac left?
Mac.
Rip.
Alright, you said deception.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. I got a 23.
Okay. Yep, the guards are convinced, and they're like, wow, well, it's an honor to be serving by your side.
It's an honor to serve with you too. We should make sure the prince is safe. Now, I've had some disagreements with this fellow who's attempting to piggyback off of my experience and fame, and I really
I draw
need
my
you-
sword immediately and I I have my sword at his throat.
Oh my gosh. Okay, the guards will also draw their swords and be like, whoa, what's happening here? Hold on, and they're trying to get between you two.
Do you see this man? He is threatening somebody who's just trying to save the kingdom.
This is not the
This
time to be
man-
fighting amongst ourselves. There's an army of orcs approaching. What are we going to do?
Exactly. I can help you.
I told you guys to go evacuate the
Some of
citizens
those-
immediately.
Some of
Do you
us
see what
are.
a
We need to make
dictator-
defenses, though, and organize an attack. What should we
Do
do?
not
dictator he's
organize an
being.
attack whenever you do not have the fire manpower.
Well, we
You
have
see what a
Charles
dictator
Goodship.
he's being? This is ridiculous.
This is not dictatorship. This is trying to save lots of lives.
Yes, which we will do once you get your sword out of my throat.
You're going to sacrifice a bunch of sick people. That
I
is
would
wrong.
never.
You just told the previous guards to leave them behind.
No, we are allowing them to stay because it's more dangerous to transport them. It's not a sacrifice, it's a tactical maneuver. Something you would know if you served alongside the Earthshaker.
I
Now, God,
did serve
take him away!
2 more guards come in. Jack's just like, oh, please.
I want the guards to take them away.
2 more guards come in, and they're like, there's a cat creature outside that says he has knowledge of the enemy's plans.
I'd like to meet this cat creature. I put my sword away and I'll
No.
go.
Gods do not allow him to tamper with the witness. Bring the cat creature to me and take him to a prison cell.
Do not listen to this man. He is not.
I will roll persuasion for this. Gosh darn it.
Why are you trying to throw Jebjebi in prison?
Because he just put a sword against my throat, okay?
That is true.
Charles Couture does not appreciate.
You're not in charge here, Charles.
Alright, and with that, let's head to the other group for now. You can do your persuasion check, and then we'll
Thank
see
you.
what's happening somewhere else.
Oh, I get to do my persuasion check?
Yeah, just do your persuasion roll, and we'll figure out what happens after.
18 plus 7 is 25.
Are you kidding me? Guards can't even get that high. Are you trying to persuade Jebjebi too, or just the guards?
No, just the guards. I want the guards to take him away. I don't. Jebjebi's not going to be.
Okay, they're not
going to
throw him in prison, but they're not gonna like just leave you alone with him, probably. So now let's go to the group that's heading to the north. Dravis, Guidude, and Glenpario, you've traveled north for about a full day, finally reaching where the human war camp was that you were at before. Almost every human you see seems to be either ill or very ill, and General Kisto is doing his best to appear strong and confident as he walks around helping people, leaning heavily on an overturned battle axe. He raises his eyes and sees you guys approaching, and he waves one hand at you to get your attention and greet you. Would you guys like to walk up to him? You're back at the camp that you were at before a long time ago. Back when the whole Kenku war happened.
Wait,
So
is
wait,
everybody
Stu.
still
It's
like,
backwards.
is anyone in the party diseased right now?
No, all of you guys are cured at this point.
Okay, I guess I'll walk over to him.
Okie doke. So you walk up to the general, and he's like, "Hello again. How did your mission go? I hope you have good news."
What happened last time?
Last he knew, you guys were going to the mountain to figure out what the Kenku wanted with you or something. He didn't really know too much about what was going on.
Oh, that was a while back.
That was a while back, yeah. If you want, you can ask him some questions instead, if you don't know what to tell him about what you guys did.
I don't remember. Been a lot.
Okay. So he's just like, well, it's a lot has happened here as well. We appear to have done well at winning the war in this area through almost no work of our own. Only problem is most of our men are too sick to do anything at this point. We sent a few scouts to go confirm that our position is secure, but now it seems that none of my men are well enough to take advantage of that. Only 4 out of every 10 of our men are still alive, and those who are weak. We can only hope that the orcs are suffering the same fate as us. Did you discover the secrets of the mountain? Have the Keepers of the Earth revealed why the land has stopped rumbling to allow these orcs to attack us unrelentingly, unimpeded by the rumbling of the earth? This is directed to any of you. Dravis, Guidude, Glenpario. Also, Chiron, you're here now. you're walking around this camp. You've been helping out and stuff, and apparently you're a captain of this army at this point. You're one of the few people who is actually not sick at this point. You're one of the ones who fought off the infection, and you're fine. That's you, Stu, by the way.
Chiron Imblor?
Yes. He's like,
Stu,
what?
let me in there.
Nerd!
What's happening?
You're here. You're one of the people who is not sick.
Oh yeah, okay.
One of the like 40% that's not either sick or like dying. And the camp is not doing too well. But you were one of the scouts that was sent to the north, and you know that, well, you know what happened with you and Hawk, basically taking out the entire army of Arcs to the north, and how it's basically just a ruined wasteland.
When I retired.
Yep, with Edgy Edward or whatever.
Yep.
So, the general calls you over, Stu, and he's like, "This is one of the scouts that we sent to check out up north. He brought back a good report, but we lack the manpower to take advantage of the situation."
Yeah, there's not much happening up there. You know, it's pretty devastated. You know, there's not really much life. That's all I got for you. I've kind of forgotten what the heck happened, but yeah.
Basically, Hawk was a OP broken character, and he took out an entire army on his own.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And you fell over a lot, Stu.
Yeah, it was pretty scary, but you know, nothing we couldn't handle.
Lost my entire party to polar bears.
So, Dravis, Skydude, and Glamporia, would any of you like to say anything?
I'm kind of confused still. I don't really know what's happening.
Okay,
Yeah,
basically,
likewise.
the three of you decided that you wanted to travel north to the Pool of Wisdom to the north, which is farther north than the Orc battlegrounds. Remember where you were when the whole battle happened with the Orcs and the Wall of Light thing happened? Jack, you weren't there for that session, but there was a battle with the Orcs, so basically just the camp that you were at where Banana ate your tent, Glamparia, that's the place that we are. And there was an army of Orcs to the north, last you guys knew, but now apparently the general is telling you that the Orcs have been wiped out, and Stu's character, who is a elf ranger with a white glove, he was one of the scouts that went up north, and he came back with a report saying that basically everything's dead up there. And you guys are wanting to go north, last I knew, so what would you guys like to say or do? You can do whatever you want to.
Wait, did everyone know that the entire army is dead?
Stu has said that there's, like, a lot of death up there. If you want to be more specific, you can, Stu.
Well,
Yeah, so, I guess basically we had to, remove any sort of, you know, threat that was up there, and,
Just take all the credit. Yeah, we
basically, we basically, took out a lot of orcs up there. You know, they had, you keep saying Hawk. What character was it though?
He was Edgy Edward.
Edgy Edward.
Hey, it was Edgy Edward the Fourth. Thank you.
Esquire,
confused.
blah blah blah,
Okay.
some with lots of other names.
No,
Of Edgetopia.
Yeah, the Edward guy. He was in a tight spot, backed up into a corner, and I had to, you know, come in and, you know, save the day. So just had to wipe them all out. So it's pretty clear up there. I mean, there's devastation and there's a cleared out camp there if you want to take shelter temporarily, but you know, not much to see, gents.
well, that's you did pretty good, I would say so. And you there, I like your glove. It's a very nice glove.
Thank you. You know, it's
Pretty cool.
it is pretty chill. I mean, That's all I got for you. I'm kind of out of puns at this point because I had to use a lot of them on the orcs just to confuse them.
Who did that?
But yeah, I'd say it's pretty okay. Bye. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
my own
Matt's gone
design,
again.
actually.
Oh no. His glove also is like, it lets him cast Ray of Frost twice a day, so that's why he's making ice puns. By the way, Stu, you've definitely had a long rest since last time you used it, so you should be able to...
Yeah. I have.
Is that Hawk?
And I. Yep,
God,
I've
this
muted
Hawk.
Hawk.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Welcome back, Mac.
So what would you guys like to do? Or say?
Alright, so,
Or anything. I don't want to be the only one to talk.
Mr. General, we are heading up north to the Pool of Wisdom thingamajig. Mainly to, I don't know, save the Earth that's dying.
The Earth is dying? What are you
Yes,
talking
why do you
about?
think everyone's sick?
I don't know. I thought it was a plague or something.
I mean, last time I checked, I wasn't sick.
Well, good for you. I'm getting a call from somewhere about something. I don't know who this is. Oh, Kat's trying to call me. Decline, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't know what she wants.
Look, I think you're talking big smack. But I think you just need to cool out a little bit, you know.
You haven't seen what I've seen, young gun.
What? Wait.
Is there anything I can do to prove that, like, the Earth's dying?
I mean, you could just persuade him. Like, you were the one who went to the Earth.
Is this to
Like-
me or is this the general? Like, who are you trying to?
He's talking to the general, I think, and I don't know. Like, the general doesn't know.
I was
He
talking
knows
to
that you
General,
guys.
and then you butted in.
Yeah, you guys went
True.
to the actual mountain to do the quest of the Kenku, so he'll probably believe you no matter what you say. Like, you could tell him that, oh, it was because they lost their cotton candy and they needed it, and he'll be like, oh, okay. Whoa, who left now?
There goes Panda
Oh,
again.
Panda's gone.
Hmm.
So,
Getting kicked off every.
so you want to say
Yeah,
that the Earth is
well-
dying and stuff, and you need to go north and everything?
The
Okay.
Earth is dying. Long story short, this entire island is on the body of a turtle who is dying because of this plague.
Oh, well, that sounds quite serious. What can be done?
Oh yeah, you don't say. Okay, so
You don't say.
Oh my lord, the savageness.
alright. So, while finding out how to cure it, I have discovered that I may or may not have used to be the keeper of the Earth. Then I grew old, and I forgot.
I forgot. Oops.
Whoopsie daisy. And now I'm on my way to the Pool of Wisdom. Maybe I'll figure out how to heal this dumb thing.
I wish you luck in your quest. I can send Chiron with you if you wish for more manpower.
Yes.
Did you say?
Chiron, is that his name?
Yes.
Sorry. Well, it's spelled
Chiron.
CH, and so I was like,
I'm a cheerleader, dude. Let's go.
woo.
Okay, maybe I'm
Save
having
the
a second
world.
thoughts.
He's a little too good at that.
Oh my gosh. I think Hawk went to go call Cat probably, so I don't know if he'll be back. Hopefully he will. We'll see.
If you went to go call cat.
Also, in response to the general, I was just gonna say, yeah, I suppose I could give this old geezer a lesson in some combat.
Think.
Did you say thank you?
Yes.
Thank. Thank.
All right.
Well, I wish you luck on your important mission. Chiron did not go on his scouting mission. He didn't go north all the way to the Pool of Wisdom. That place hasn't been touched by a human in a century. So, I
Must have
mean,
been touched by a turtle.
Oh.
I don't know. You're the first turtle man I've met. but
Yeah, I've got to be honest. I don't have much experience in that either. I mean, cool. I mean, nice to meet you, I guess. I mean, you seem like a fine. Well, I was gonna say young man, but then again, you know, not really young. So,
what a mess.
That's nice to meet you, Nice to meet you. Glumporio's the name. I forgot what I was gonna say.
yeah, no, I get it.
Well, the general's just
Glumporio's the
like.
name. You can call me Big G. That's what they call me back in the hood.
You know, I'm not gonna do that, but
The general's like, well, if you have an important mission, by all means go ahead. I wish I could help out more, but as you can see, I'm not doing so well right now, and I need to be strong for my men. And he's still leaning on his battle axe for stability.
mm-hmm.
Coughs up half a lung.
Uh,
Gallon of blood.
I pull my glove up and just like all the way.
Mhm.
I'm just like, all right, gents, lead the way.
You're the one who's been there before.
No, I've been
Somewhat north.
I haven't been to that area though,
True.
because they kind of know where.
Well,
they're
you know,
going.
you know,
Do you know
you know
the
about half the way there.
The area?
I mean, yeah, but I it's more of like a just giving them the lead, not like I don't
Alright.
know where I'm going, so lead the way, kind of. I don't know.
Sure. All right. So the three of you begin traveling north again. Or the four of you actually. I assume, if you'd like to go. Are you ready? Or do you want to say anything else to the commander dude? Heal any soldiers on the way or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
You're talking to me, right?
Just all of you in general. Guy dude has a couple spells that can heal people if he wants to use them, but he doesn't have to. Huh? All I heard was I didn't hear the rest of it.
That is accurate.
Ah. Alright, so the three of you begin crossing north across the field. If anyone wants to jump in and do anything or say anything, just let me know. I have a lot of writing, so just describing the environment and stuff without making myself and
Yo, dude, man, do you know how to heal, right?
Are you?
Dude, man,
Yes?
the guy, dude.
Yes.
Are you intoxicated, turtle man?
He's always intoxicated.
Wait, did I get a response? I did not.
You did get a response. I said yes.
Okay. But can you heal this man? He's a good pal.
Who?
Yeah,
The general?
I suppose I can.
General. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to heal him?
That's what so I like I said.
Would you like to do exorcism or your paladin points or?
I think I'll do the paladin. How many? It's 5, right?
Yeah, 5 is the thing that's supposed to cure all disease and stuff.
Do that then.
Okie doke. So you take 5 of your points and you like put your hand on the general, and your hand glows and his flesh glows for a little bit underneath your hand, and the general kind of straightens up again and he's like, "Ooh, what? I thank you. My goodness, I can tell that helped a lot. I don't feel as bad anymore." But I'm still gonna remain here with my soldiers, of course. I'm not just gonna abandon my men. But I do appreciate it very much. Thank you. And he kind of stands up straighter, no longer leaning on his battle axe. Now, go off on your world-saving mission, or whatever.
That's a hint from the DM. Don't stray from the storyline.
Not necessarily. That's just him being like, you said that your world, like the entire world's going to die, and that you need to save it. So, like,
I'm just messing.
So please stop that. Nothing anymore.
So would you like to continue healing people, or you can go, or you can do anything else? Just murder everyone if you
The
want
rest
to.
of the points on some people's.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I guess only 2 of them. But
Yeah, so you can go and find a couple other people and like spread out your points across them, and I'll say you can maybe heal about 5 or 6 other people, or at least get them to a better state than they were. And the soldiers are very thankful and everything. So yeah, fun stuff. They're all kind of sitting in tents as well. They just relaxing. Sickly. Would anybody like to take command and be the leader that decides when you guys are gonna go? Or when you guys gonna...
Let's go, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I was following their lead. Like,
Cool veins. Alright.
Which way to the path of to the pool of wisdom?
North.
Okay, just walk north, walk straight into a wall.
Alright.
yes.
Hey Hawk. Hawk says Charles Goodshow has to surrender his attempt to rule the throne. Sorry, have fun. Aw. Okay, see ya, Hawk. Thanks for coming by. We'll deal with him attempting to single-handedly conquer the army later, because he's still got those boulders in his sack, which he can just, like, yeet and smash things. Hopefully that'll be fine. Anyway, so the three of you begin walking north across the large battlefield, which is still littered with the rotting corpses of fallen humans, fallen orcs, and the occasional other race. There is a very faint mist.
In the chat.
There's a very faint mist covering this part of the plains, but you're still able to see a crudely constructed defensive wall far in the distance, looking to be constructed out of debris and loose materials. It takes you some time to cross the entire battlefield and walk past these rudimentary defenses, after which you casually walk past some wooden logs that have been sharpened and buried in the ground, facing the direction you came from, as though they're like big spiky things trying to stop people from rushing through. You walk past the eerily empty battlefield, hearing nothing but the faint breeze and your own footsteps and clanking of weapons. After bypassing the old orc defenses, you come to the abandoned shambles of an orc battle camp, with ashes of tents, bodies of orcs, and various weapons and armor strewn across the ground. If you'd like to loot anything, you could try that. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep on reading. Just let me know. You travel...
How many weapons are there?
There are a bunch of weapons just like lying all over the floor, because basically an entire army was taken out. Every single orc had, or most of the orcs had a weapon or two, but they're mostly weapons that you already have, so you wouldn't really get anything new. But there are like a couple maces on the ground, there's short swords, a couple clubs, javelins.
Can I pick up a club?
Yep, you can pick up a club if you'd like. What kind of club? A regular short club, or like a great club, or how big a club you want?
Short club.
Sure.
Now I can. Now people will think I'm a caveman.
A cave turtle. Yeah, so you can go ahead and add that to your inventory if you'd like.
Right.
Cool. All right, you travel still farther north, and you find even more abandoned defenses. This time in the form of a great stone wall. 40 feet high and constructed with carefully cut stones that fit together. Wait, hold on. Did I skip something? Oh, no, I guess I didn't. So yeah, you pass through this whole big camp and you get past it, and you find more just plains biome with the remnants of a battle that has occurred. More bodies and stuff everywhere. Not in the orc camp anymore. You keep going farther, and this time you come across the Great Stone Wall, which is 40 feet high and constructed with carefully cut stones that fit together perfectly to form a strong mesh structure. Even so, large portions of this wall seem to have been knocked over, all as one giant slab that just kind of tumbled. The Great Wall extends as far as the eye can see to the right, and then to the left, it takes a 120-degree angle bend to the left. So, like, if you guys are coming at it this way, this is the wall, and it just kind of bends off at like a 120-degree angle and then goes along the spine of mountains. If that makes sense. I can give you a diagram if you'd like. If I can find it. So, yeah, I guess you don't necessarily need it, but you're coming from like this direction, coming across the wall, and then it takes a angle, like it's going along like this, and then it goes against the mountains and takes a turn. So it's just going along the mountains. That was way too much detail for something that doesn't really matter. Anyway, sorry. A few thousand feet to the left of you is where it turns 120 degrees to begin going along the top of the mountain range that you've been walking beside on your journey. This wall has many large stone staircases that go from the ground to the top of the wall. There is also a town here with wooden and stone buildings, all in ruins of ash and splintered stone. There are banners with the symbol of the human army hanging sadly in tatters from spears stuck to the ground and unceremoniously piled up on the ground. As you cross the wall, wait, no, you haven't crossed the wall yet. So, what would you guys like to do? So there's sections of this wall that have just kind of fallen down, but there's still just a wall, and then just certain parts of it have kind of fallen down inward towards you guys. And there's staircases up to the top of the wall if you'd like to go up there. So it's up to you guys how you'd like to pass through this wall.
First of all, can I make a Trump joke?
Sure.
Wall, am I right?
Whoa, what a great joke!
I had something in mind, but I forgot it.
Wall, am I right?
Let's just roll with it.
I'm gonna go up the
bottom.
steps.
Gonna go up the steps? Alright.
Yep.
Laugh at my joke.
Ha ha ha. I'll be right back.
So do you need to roll anything for that, or?
No, it's a pretty easy to navigate set of stone staircase that just goes up to the very top of the wall. So once you get up to the top of this 40-foot high wall, and you see that there's a platform that you can stand on to be basically on top of the wall. It's about 10 feet wide, and there are like parapets. I forget the proper term. I think it's parapets, the things that go up and down like the typical top of a castle wall. And you can shoot arrows from behind those. What's it called?
Relations.
I'm not sure I'm hearing you properly. Is it bellations?
Crenellations.
Crenellations. Cool.
Doesn't sound right. I know if you would say the word, I know what it is.
Okay,
Not
so
that though.
I'm gonna like look around from my
Your vantage point?
of view. Yeah, my
Yeah,
vantage
sure.
point, and
Which-
see if there's anything that's like threatening or.
Cool. Roll me perception
Hmm.
to just look in all directions.
That is a 17.
Cool. Okay. So as you're looking behind you, you see the like the very faint columns of black smoke rising from the ashes of the stone town that is below the wall. So like directly below you guys, and then beyond that, you see the ashes of the orc camp that you guys passed through on your way here. It's to the south of you now. You don't really see anything beyond that. To the left, there's just more plains biome, and it goes off, and maybe the very far distance, you see a town or something. But there's nothing really there. To your right, you just see the mountain range extending far along the center of the island up to the mountain of Veridog, which is the center, really tall mountain. If you look on the other side of the wall, you see that it, instead of just being a 40-foot wall, it also is built right on the edge of a giant gorge. So like there's a 40-foot wall on the top of this gorge, and then there's like a 600-foot deep gorge that just goes into the ground and extends 600 feet across. So it looks like it was a very defensive position to defend against for quite a long time. And you can see on the other side of the wall that there's, again, a bunch of orc remnants. So there's like catapults that are left on the other side of the wall. Some of them are in ruins and in flames. Others of them are just there, catapults that were used a while ago. And there's like a whole orc like encampment on the other side of the gorge, far enough away to be out of bowshot, but you can definitely see the camp of orcs on the other side of this gorge. And at the bottom of the gorge, you can see lots of like ruined siege towers, ruined attempts at building bridges across the gorge, and lots of other things like that, and maybe some catapults that fell in, just like a bunch of burning rubble and stone and wood at the bottom of this gorge, as though there was a large battle, a large siege.
So, is there a way to get across, or is it just?
Yes, you do see that there are several bridges, like basically really big ladders, kind of, that were constructed across the gorge that go from the side where the orcs were setting up their camp, and that go all the way across to one of the holes in the wall where the wall has just kind of collapsed inward. So there's a way across the gorge if you'd like to walk across. It looks like it's also being supported ricketily by like the piles of rubble and junk that have built up over generations of orcs trying to get through the defenses.
Yeah.
And that's about all you see. You don't really see any other living people, or orcs, or any other creature in this area. Just you guys.
It's creepy.
Okay. I think I'm gonna point out what I see to them.
Okie doke.
Relate everything, and then might start making my way across.
Making my way across. Sorry.
Anyone notice when Stu sits a certain way, it looks like there's a superstar going off?
I know.
Yeah,
It's like flashing
I don't know.
green
I don't
and
know
red.
what the deal is, man. Like, my camera just changes quality. Look at this.
I think it's probably your white balancing, trying to figure out how to resolve your curtains.
I don't know.
Are your curtains
what
off
those
white, or are they
settings-
white, or what?
I don't even know what the. I don't know what my settings are for this. Video settings. No, it's got to be on my.
Maybe your face is too bright, and it can't figure out how to... It thinks your face is just pure white? I don't know.
White man.
Oh my gosh.
Nope, don't like that.
Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna try and go across it.
Okay, so you'd like to walk back down the stairs and go to where the hole in the wall is? Or the giant collapsed portion of wall. You can't get across, like, from the top, unless you want to jump down the 40-foot
Okay.
wall and
Yeah,
land
no,
on the
sure.
bridge. Okay.
Yeah, I can do that. That's fine.
Alright, would the rest of you guys like to follow, or do anything else around this town?
Is it
I
the
guess
town?
so. I guess follow him.
Okay. Cool. So as you guys...
Really much-
As you guys cross the wall, you find the large 600-foot deep and wide trench. One of the ones that snake across the land that you guys have crossed before. Blah, 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 suspended with rope by the wall itself. I forgot to mention that. So part of the bridge that you guys are walking across is actually like held up by some ropes that like go up to the top of the wall, like a suspension bridge kind of. And you get across the or actually roll me a dex check for all of you to get across this rickety bridge.
Good.
Oh god. Is this a check or a save?
This is a check.
Oh, okay.
Or
Oof.
9.
Lies.
19.
Very nice.
Whoa.
What was yours, Smack?
16.
Okay, nice. What was yours, Stu?
9.
9, okay.
Oh, are you observing?
So everyone else is fine. Glompario, as you're walking across, like, your weight, I guess, is a little too much for this rickety bridge. So it starts to, like, wobble left and right as you're walking across, and you're like, whoa, oh, 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 and you, like, fall, and you're, like, hugging the wood of the bridge, and you're like, help, help, and you're laying on your stomach now, trying to make sure that the bridge doesn't break out from under you. Everyone else manages to continue going, and then suddenly the bridge just like wobbles beneath you as Glompario falls down behind you, and you're like, whoa, you okay back there, bud?
Wait, so he just falls into a freaking hole?
No, he doesn't fall. He falls on the bridge. He doesn't fall off the bridge yet. I'm not
Okay,
quite that
alright.
rude.
Yes.
I was gonna say, like, what?
Also, I didn't notice this, but Hawk said, don't worry about it, just let it play out without me. I hereby relinquish my suggestion. Relinquish suggestion? Does that mean I'm playing his character or something? Or does that mean he doesn't? I don't know what's going on.
Realistic,
Like suggestion.
I think
of
Thrall's good stuff.
ruling as a king. Or whatever.
He just wants to throw me in prison. I see how he is.
So Glompario, roll me another dex check to get up and continue going. Please don't die.
Doesn't look good.
Am I allowed to roll multiple times just to prevent myself from dying?
What'd you get? Did you get a nat 1 or something?
I got a 6 the first roll, and now I've got a total 19 now.
Okay, we'll take the 6 first and say that
Dang it.
you try to stand back up, and you end up falling worse. And so this bridge, the way that the ladder is constructed, it's basically two rickety planks of wood that are extending, like cobbled together to other planks of wood that extend farther and farther. And then in the middle, there's just like slats of wood that you're walking across. You previously were hugging like the entire ladder. Now you try to stand up and you just crunch through the center slats of the ladder, and you fall down to the bottom. However, there is a lot of rubble and like previously broken siege towers and catapults and all that nonsense at the bottom. So it's not quite 600 feet deep anymore, at least in this part, because it's somewhat supported by the rubble and generations of ruined stuff. So you're basically falling onto a pile of trash, rubble, and other splintered planks and stuff. Roll me a dex save to avoid getting stabbed to death. Oh, I guess you already rolled. So that's the 19 you rolled, right? Okay, so that will make you take only 2 damage as you're basically falling from this ladder, tumbling across piles of trash, and coming to a stop at the bottom of the trench.
Yeah, what do you think my shell's for?
Just move. Okay, now you're gonna have to get back up to the top of the trench though, just walking across the floor, which will be easier than trying to go across the ladder. A little bit. Roll me one more
except for the
dex.
splinters and everything.
Yeah.
Dex, that's normal check? Or?
Yeah, just a normal check, not a save or anything.
Okay, another 19.
Nice. Alright, so you make it up to the top in a bit more unconventional method than the other people, but you eventually meet back up with them, and they're just like, "Are you okay, bro?" Would you like to talk about that at all, or?
Are you okay?
I'm not sure.
What happened?
I fell.
You rolled bad.
I fell.
I
How
swear
many
that's the-
fingers am I holding up? 2 legs.
You guys are
Alright.
you guys are lucky you're not you didn't. You guys are lucky you don't weigh a billion pounds.
I don't know. I don't know how much I weigh. Can't be much less.
So you fell. I mean, you can move on. You can just keep walking, or you can just chill on the bridge. It's up to you. But I feel like we should.
Yeah.
keep
Yeah,
going.
we should probably go. Don't get me wrong, I would prefer to stay here, but we got a thing to save.
Yeah. See, you keep on going. You've made it across to the other side of the gorge, and now you're in the orc camp that seemed like it was there for quite a long time. This camp seems just as eerily empty as the last orc camp you were in, though. There's some patches of dead grass and dirt, though, which seems to indicate that many of the tents of this camp were recently moved, and most of the buildings in the area are abandoned. You smell the stench of rotting corpses, but you're not really sure from where.
Can I roll a perception to check if everyone's dead?
Sure.
I feel like that would be investigation. He's like looking at dead bodies.
Sure. Whichever would be better for you, Golmparia.
Yeah, 18.
18, yeah, that's pretty good. So yeah, as you're looking around, you're only noticing the bodies of orcs and stuff. You don't notice anyone who's alive or anything. It's just like a bunch of abandoned buildings, some orc bodies in various states of decay. Some of them have blood leaking out of their mouths, which, as you guys know, is, well, I'm sure you figure it out. Yeah, so it looks like the only people that you can see, there aren't too many bodies in this area, but there are like maybe 5 or 6 orc bodies around as that you're looking at, and they're somewhat rotted away. It looks like they've been there a couple days. So yeah.
Right. So exactly how much did you guys kill?
This is much farther north than the place where Stu and
Yeah.
Hawk were doing their thing.
Yeah, still.
I mean, not all this. That's for sure. I mean, it looks like something else might have come through here and done their own dirty work.
Alright, could I get
Yeah,
all of
probably
your...
the plague?
I don't know if I want to do
Passive
that yet or not.
or
I was gonna say roll me. Yeah, just let me know what your passive perception is.
give me a second.
Passive perception? What is that?
Passive perception
plus-
is 10 plus your perception modifier. It's just like things
yeah,
that you can
so-
notice.
Yeah, so 12.
13.
13. Okay.
12, 13,
There's my
15.
perception modifier. 8.
So 18. Or 8 in total, is that what you
8,
mean?
8 in total. He has a minus wisdom modifier, I think.
Yikes.
Okay.
We have a -2.
Okay. So, say those one more time.
I said 15.
Okay.
Yeah, I said 12.
12. Okay. What was yours, Dravis?
13.
And Guy Dude's is 8. Great. Alright, I'll just keep that information for now. I was thinking about doing something to you, but I'll leave it off for now. So yeah, you continue pushing north, and the mountain range to your left gets shorter and shorter, and it no longer has a wall spanning across the top of its length, and it's just becoming smaller and smaller until it's not really a mountain range anymore. It's no more than just some rock outcropping sticking out of the grassy plains. At about this time, you overcome the crest of another grassy hill, and you can now see the ocean extending out to the horizon on all sides of you, and ahead of you lies a fortified peninsula extending forward, guarded from the sea and land on all sides by a large stone wall, with a metal portcullis seeming to be the only way in, other than one large seaport at the northernmost tip of the island. There's still no one in sight, and you still smell the foul smell of rot in the air. Have everyone roll me stealth and then perception.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
Ooh.
What'd you get?
Oh lord.
So stealth was a 25.
25. Nice.
Oh, that's dirty. That's also dirty. Stop it. Okay. And then you said perception?
Mm-hmm.
God, why do 7s and 1s look so similar? That scared me. Perception. That's a 12.
Okay.
So I have 11 stealth and
I'm
9
surprised.
perception.
Your stealth is usually better than that.
I know I got
Yeah,
lower.
Roll 20 stealth and 8 perception.
Not 20 stealth? Or dirty 20?
Total.
Total 20, got it. And what'd you say, Guy Dude?
I didn't. I was waiting.
Oh, okay.
I got a 9 for stealth and a nat 20 for perception.
Nice, okay. Cool beans. So, as you crest the top of the hill, and you're looking down at the fortress at the very northernmost tip of the island, surrounded by the stone wall and the metal portcullis, you see 2 elves and a green-skinned earth genocide being led out of the fortress by one single orc. So they've raised the metal portcullis and they're walking through it, heading outward. It doesn't look like they've seen you. Guy Dude sees them in the most detail. Everyone else kind of like sees some figures, but they don't see as much detail as Guy Dude. So Guy Dude can see that it's 2 elves and a green-skinned earth genocide being led by one single orc, and they begin to travel off towards the west. So there's like 2 paths that are converging, one coming from the east and one coming from the west. You're kind of on where the path leads. Like there's a path that leads from you guys down to the fortress. You're on that path, which is the east path, and they're going on the west path to your left, going like to the other side of the incline of mountains, and they're still probably like maybe a half mile away or something. So they're quite a ways away down the mount or down the hill. If you guys would like to continue trying to stealth, you can, or you could just ignore it or whatever. But they do seem to be leaving the portcullis open as they're going. And oh yeah, never mind. None of you know that. Sorry.
Okay, so there's an orc that's leading to like are there prisoners or like what's the situation? I'm confused. Like are the elves and the orc all together? Like do we see handcuffs or like
Guy Dude didn't
are
see
they just
that.
walking?
Okay.
And Guided is the only one who could see like the detail of like what races they are and stuff from this distance.
Well, okay. So does he relay that, or
I assume he would.
or do I just do? Okay.
It's up to him though.
I will say, I'll definitely relay that.
Okay.
Never.
You're just kind of like standing at the top of the hill at this point. If you'd like to, you can
to death.
hide behind
Okay.
it.
Here's what I want to do.
Okay.
Are there any like sticks or like just random things on the ground around me?
You're in the middle of an open grassy field at this point. There's not really anything. You can do a
All right.
yeah. There's a rock outcropping to the left though, so you can probably find some loose stones over there.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm gonna do then.
Keep in mind that these guys are like a half mile away, and they're like
Can I gauge?
traveling
Yeah.
away.
Can I gauge how many feet is that?
Like 3,000-ish feet.
Yeah,
You're gonna make me do math.
How far away were they?
Like a half mile away.
A
Down.
mile
we
is
can
about
see them.
is
from half a
2,000
mile?
and 140 feet.
2,140.
Yeah.
That's how far.
No. A half mile is 2,640 feet. Steve's just like, oh, I can't throw a rock at them. I'm sad.
No, this ruins my plans. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do then.
Roll me a yeet. Just pray to everything you get a nat 20.
Roll me a yeet.
Roll me the biggest you've ever yoked.
Alright. I can roll a
get-
yeet if you want.
No. Can I get within 600 feet of them?
Yeah, true, but too bad. I'm eating.
So let me.
Big money, big.
So you're
That's
on the
right.
crest of this hill, and you're like looking down, and there's like a big, just like gentle incline, and like the three of you that know that you're standing on a giant turtle, and I guess you've kind of told the general about this. I don't remember if Chiron was there when you told that the entire island was a giant turtle, but you're like on the hill downward where the shell is just kind of reaching the end of the shell, and it's like going to the head. So like you're just on a big sloping down incline. There's like very little place to hide if you want to try to stealth up to them for like 2,000 feet. You could try.
Can I?
No, that's just so weird.
Wait, Stuart, what was your original plan?
I was just
Go
gonna
on.
like.
I will say that these guys, they're not necessarily threatening or anything. They're just there doing their
Yeah,
thing.
I just wanted to see if I threw something near them and intentionally like missed, but just like made a noise, would they like? I wanted to see what their reaction was. Would the orc protect these guys? Would he like shove them out of the way, or like hide behind them, or like I don't know. Like I wanted to see what the relation was by. Like,
You'll definitely see them
making
again,
noise
I'll
near
say.
them.
Probably. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, spoilers, but like.
You know, I have
just
no
wanted
idea.
to see what the affiliation was, because I wanted to know if like they had prisoners or if it was just like I don't know.
They don't seem to be prisoners at this point. I'll just say that Guy Dude saw that they just seemed to be being led. It didn't seem like they were being dragged in chains or anything.
All right, then I think I want to just kind of sneak over towards the fortress.
Okay.
Can I
Uh,
still
will
throw
say
a
I
rock?
You can still throw a rock at them if you want to. It's very far away.
It's really not going to get that far. I
Like
promise.
even with a nat 20, I don't think you can.
Nat 20 yeet.
Yeah, I still just want to like make a noise, see what happens.
Okay.
Is that a strength or?
Yeah, just roll me a yeet.
All right. Nat
Oh, we're
20.
gonna
Are you kidding? No. How is it that every time he wants to do something stupid, he gets a nat 20? I don't understand. I don't understand.
And when I do ordinary
I'm
things, I roll
done.
like 4s.
It's funny.
This dice roller sucks.
So where were you aiming this exactly? Were you aiming it to hit them?
No, to like near
make
miss.
a noise.
Yeah,
Nice.
make a noise.
Okay. I'll say that
Like
you
this, like that's a
you
distraction, I
yeet
guess.
the biggest yeet you've ever yote, and you just throw this thing, and this rock travels almost a half mile.
Oh my god.
And it like just thuds into the ground. It doesn't bounce, it doesn't roll, it just thuds and it's stuck into the like moist ground right near them, and they just kind of look at it and they're like, is there a meteor? What's going on?
Alright,
they
while
don't
they're
notice.
distracted, I'm gonna move in.
Oh, you're trying to get to the portcullis before it closes?
Yeah.
Okay.
The portcullis.
The porta potty. The porta potculus.
I mean, can I just
What'd you say?
can I just dash? Or is that gonna give me disadvantage on my stealth?
I mean, yeah, go for it. Do what you want to. I mean, it would give you disadvantage on stealth if you're trying to be stealthy. But they are so if this is the if this is the fortress,
So this is
and this is where you're running, they're walking that way. They're looking the other way.
yeah. So they So I can dash in, and there's just like plains. There's no grass of any kind. There's no.
There is grass. It's plains, like just Minecraft
all
plains
grass, or
biome.
just
Yeah,
kind
it's
of-
just grassy meadow, and there's like a dirt path that's been well traveled that you're on.
Because I
Between
can
the
hide while lightly obscured by natural phenomena, but I don't know if this counts.
yes, your toes are lightly obscured by grass.
Alright.
I mean, I guess I could say it's like maybe knee high or waist high grass. So somewhere in that range, rather than just being like tiny little freshly kept lawn. Because I mean, it's not well maintained.
Alright, so I'm gonna dash, and if I need to, if I feel like I need to, I'm gonna duck down into the grass and like hide
Okay.
myself.
So are you dashing away from your group, or is your group
I'm
coming
dashing,
with you?
Well, I don't know. That's up to them. I'm just dashing towards the fortress.
So Chiron just takes off running towards the towards the fortress. What are you guys gonna do?
Follow him, I guess.
Davis is just like,
Sounds like a good thing.
What'd you say, guy, dude?
I said I'll follow him. It sounds like the thing to do.
Okie doke. So everyone begins dashing towards the fortress. As you're getting closer, roll me. Well, yeah, never mind. So there's still no one in sight, and the smell of foul rot gets stronger and stronger the closer you get to this fortress. As you're getting closer to the wall, you notice that these stones are not fit together as carefully as the other wall. Like, the other wall was like good stonework, stones were cut and like put together just so that they mesh together in a perfect way. These rocks are just kind of like slapped together, big old boulders with like mortars put in the cracks between them, so they don't fit together as perfectly, but it's just like mortar and it'll be good enough kind of wall. So you're getting closer to the fortress, and we're gonna break for the other group.
True.
So, back to the capital. So when we last left off at the capital, apparently Hawk was convincing these guards to get Jebjebi out of the room.
And throw me into jail.
Yeah, they're not convinced to throw you into jail, but they are convinced to remove you from the planning room. And they're like, if you're going to be drawing weapons on another one of our kind, we don't need you in here right now. We need to come up with a plan to defeat these orcs or to get everyone to safety in time. If you'd like to give us some more constructive input, we'll listen to your suggestions in a bit. And Charles Goodshow's like, yeah, what they said! And the prince is just like, I'm just here still. What would you like to do, Jebjebi?
That man is not in control, and you know that. He does not have the right to the throne.
Yep,
I say that to the guards.
you're right. That's why we're not throwing you in prison yet. And they give a sidewise glance at Charles Goodshow.
Yet?
I need no day. I need no day.
Mac.
I got it.
I forgot to mute myself. I was talking to someone else.
It's okay.
Yet, I reply.
Look, we know you, Jebby. We know that you're a good man. We're just trying to do what we need to do. There's an army approaching. We don't have time to be arguing amongst ourselves.
Even if the prince is being fooled by this man, he will not even have the throne when this war is over if this man has what he wants.
What do you mean? The prince was the one who said this, and
The prince is being influenced by something. I do not know what it is. But can't you tell just by the face he makes every time you say crown or coronation to him?
No, I think Charles Goodshow should be king.
See?
They're like kind of confused and looking back and forth, and they're like, we'll deal with this after the war is done, or the battle is done.
What we must do is move the sickly and the elderly out of town. Do not leave them behind.
I agree.
And meanwhile,
And Charles
bring me
Goodshow is
to-
like, no, we need to leave them behind. It'll just only slow us down.
And meanwhile, I would like to meet up with this. Oh, did you say he was a furry creature or
It was a cat creature,
cat
yeah.
person? I would like to meet with this cat
furry?
person.
It's Denisi. It's not Denisi. Alright, well, go meet him, and we'll talk with you later, Jebby.
Very well. I'd like to go find this cat person.
Alright, so you walk out of the planning room, and there are two guards escorting a tabaxi, which is a cat person, towards you. He's yellowish orange with like fur patterns everywhere. He's got a nice bushy tail, and he's in like a rogue outfit with like a leather vest and everything. And he looks up to you and he's like, hi. As you stop
Hello.
to talk to him.
So you said to the guards that you have something to tell us.
Yes,
May
I've
I hear what it is?
Sorry. Yes, I went to the last town that the orcs were ransacking, and I saw that the orcs were burning down towns and murdering innocents, and I was hiding in the shadows, so I figured I should probably come and warn you guys before, you guys all got destroyed. I'm not a bad guy, but...
Do you know the number of our enemy?
I mean, it's kind of hard to count, because there's, like, a lot of them, but it looks like about 1,000, or approximately a bajillion. I'm not sure.
There's a difference between 1,000 and a bajillion, my friend.
I don't know. What number is a bajillion?
Well, in the meanwhile, I thank you for this information. Do you think you'd be willing to help us evacuate the elderly and sickly and children?
His ears kind of droop, and he's like, sure, as long as I'm not in danger.
You shouldn't be in danger as long as you're quick. We need to evacuate the town, if possible, before they get here.
Alright, sounds like a plan. They're very close to us, though. I was only just ahead of them.
There should be another gate to the... Do I know which direction it is?
Where are you trying to flee? You don't really know.
I'm trying to get them
them
to flee not away from the orcs.
Mm-hmm. The orcs are coming from the south.
So there should be a gate
west,
to the north.
I think. There is a gate to the north, yes.
So you should take the gate to the north and tell everyone to only bring their most precious supplies. Otherwise, they'll slow down the evacuation.
Alright, sounds like a plan. I'll go and help the other guards who are doing just that. I'm Garfield, by the way.
It's nice to meet you, Garfield. Do you need any lasagna?
Too serious, Dustin.
What? Garfield the cat person.
I'll take some lasagna.
Honestly, some lasagna sounds good.
I want that.
Alright, so he goes off.
That good.
He goes off, and one of the guards, or actually both of the guards, go into the planning room to relay this information to the others. well, you're left to do what you want to do. What would you like to do, Jeb Jebby?
I'd like to go out and see what I can do to help with the quickening of the evacuation.
Okie doke. So as you go out, you can see that there's people like panicking, kind of holding arms of belongings, and some of them, like a woman holding a baby in her arms, and she's like, ah, what do we do? And the people kind of bumbling around looking disorganized, because there's only about 6 or 7 guards currently helping to organize people and direct them where to go at this point. The people don't even know where the orcs are coming from, so they're just like, run somewhere, where do we go?
I'd like to get a hold of the guards.
Okay, well, they're not like in one group, they're kind of spread
I'll
out.
go to each and every one of them and relay that I'd like them to leave via the north gate.
Okay. I'll say that you managed to do that, but it does take you a bit of time. Like, it maybe takes you 5 minutes to like wrangle your way through the crowds and get to each one and tell them, and then go find the next one, 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 and then go find the next one.
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, they begin trying to corral the people better through the north gate, and leading them as like a large corral of people flowing towards the north gate. But there are a lot of people who are like leaning heavily on canes, kind of incapacitated, trying to carry too much stuff, considering how sick they are, that kind of thing.
Some of the sick people, I mean, not sick people, the people who are carrying too much stuff, I tell them that they need to only bring the most important stuff. Otherwise, they'll slow down the evacuation.
Nonsense! I've had this keepsake for my whole life. I can't just leave it behind.
You need to leave it behind, otherwise you'll die.
Jack's face. He's just like, are you kidding me?
You need to leave it behind, otherwise you'll die. The orcs are on their way.
Don't we have an army or something?
Our army is all in the north. They're coming from the south.
Well, whose idea was that?
That was the king's idea. The late king's idea.
We need a true leader on the throne. Someone like Charles Good. I'm kidding.
Oh, Lord.
Don't make me leave again.
Hey, Charles Goodshow left, so...
He lives on in memory.
So, the old man kind of, like, angrily chucks down this little wooden box. It looks like a music box of some kind, or something like that. And he's like, you know what? Maybe I'll just sit here and die.
Well, if that is your choice, move off to the side and allow these families to get through. They don't need to die for your selfishness.
When back in my day, we used to fight the orcs and win.
Do you want to fight the orcs? Go grab a sword from the barracks.
Maybe I will.
Then do so.
I've defended this land when I was younger, and I'm not gonna abandon my home now.
Well, the more fighters, the better, even if you're... Now go get yourself a sword if you're not going to evacuate. And yes, Stu, we see you. Stop trying to fly with your hands.
Sorry, I was just asking. So we have 15 minutes left in the session, yeah?
Yeah, theoretically.
Okay, so we're probably not gonna get to us, yeah?
We might... I don't know. It depends.
Alright.
Why? Do you want to head out?
Well, I have stuff to do and also eat and grocery shop and a whole bunch of things.
Sure, we can just say that...
I'll stay here, but, like, I just...
We could just say that the other people, like, lead you on. You could be an NPC for a little bit, if you would like. We can get you next time.
Sure.
Alright, well, I guess we'll see you in a little bit.
Peace out, people.
See you, Stu.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.
See you, Stu.
Denise says, hey, I heard my name. We talking furries or Denise memes?
Yes.
We were talking furries. There was a cat person named Garfield.
Who eats lasagna?
We don't know that yet, but yeah.
Who's it?
So
I'd like to just leave that old man behind and continue helping.
The old man kind of like shuffles off towards the barracks, mumbling to himself.
Oh my lord. By the way, I'd like to add Charles Goodshow to my list of vengeance.
Okay. You gonna try to kill Charles Goodshow too?
He finally got under my skin enough.
Okay. So where are you heading off to now?
I'm just helping with the evacuation.
Alright, cool. So the evacuation is going smoothly. The rumbling is getting stronger and stronger, though. It's very close to being right on top of you yet, and you still haven't even looked at them yet. The defenses around the city are still basically nothing. There's like open gates that aren't really braced against anything. The walls are still kind of in shambles and like fallen down in certain parts. This is basically just going to be overrun very easily with pretty much no resistance at this point, and the very limited number of guards are just kind of like standing around like, holy, we're gonna die, and trying to help with the evacuation.
Do not fret, guards. You must continue evacuating everyone. I will do what I can to hold them off.
I have the power of God and enemy on my side.
Alright. At this moment, Charles Goodshow bursts out of the main door of the keep with a couple guards on his flank, and he's holding his chest, like one of the chests from his bag, in his hands, and he's like, "Let's go kill some orcs!"
You have fun with that, Charles. I'm going to try to set up a little bit of a defense. So I'd like to go towards the gates and try to reinforce them just to slow down the orcs a little bit.
Oh, I can help with that too!
No, I do not wish you with me.
Charles Goodshow pulls out the door that he put in his pocket earlier, like the door from your house, Jeb Jebby, where he basically shrunk the door, and he like throws that to you as you're trying to like get materials together to barricade the door, and he just like throws your own door from your house at you, and it grows back to its original size, and like gets stuck between the doorway or the gate of the city.
That's a small gate.
Yeah, this gate is actually pretty small. It's a side gate.
Oh, okay. Is he paying attention to me, Charles Goodshow?
He does that just to show off, and then he kind of turns back and begins climbing a tower, like a watchtower on the edge of the city. So he's not paying attention to you anymore, but he's indoors.
I'd like to get a hold of the guards that were around him.
Okay.
Guards, I need you to set up a ramification along the walls that are crumbled.
We'll do our best, but we have very limited time.
Just do your best. We need everyone on the field. I'll go and protect Charles.
Alright. Well, you've gotten the attention of like maybe 3 out of the 6 that were going. 3 of them went in the building and like started going up the stairs to the watchtower with Charles, and you got the attention of the last 3 that were going in. Do you want to get the other one and dismiss them too?
I'd like to get the last 3.
Alright, the 3 that you talked to are like, yeah, sure, and they go off and start trying to defend the wall. Because there are still 3 other guards, and like they're like, we don't need 6-7 people on top of one watchtower. Yeah, so you're gonna go up the stairs to the watchtower as well?
Yeah, and I try to get a hold of each of the one by one.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll stealth to be able to talk to them individually without Charles noticing you.
Yeah, let's do that. 19 plus 21.
Nice. Okay. So the first one, yeah, you talk to the guard and he does not notice at all, or Charles Goodshow doesn't notice at all.
Alright, and so I'd like to tell that guard that I'll be taking over. He needs to go help the other guards set up a ramification along the broken walls.
Okay, can you roll me a persuasion check? Because these are the ones that were kind of like, hey, you need to leave alone or whatever earlier.
How about a nat 20?
Yeah, that's enough. So that guard just heads on out and eats himself away to go help defend.
I'd like to do that 2 more times. Do I have to roll stealth and persuasion 2 more times?
Yep.
Stealth 21, persuasion 21.
Wow, nice.
Stealth.
Wait. So, what happens with Charles Goodshow for this one is, as you're trying to talk to this guard, he actively is getting earwax out of his ear. Like he doesn't hear anything. He's just looking out. And as you're on top of this watchtower now, you 3 reach the top of the or four of you actually reach the top of the watchtower, and you look out and you see through just over top of the trees that are between you and the army of orcs, you see the 1,000 orcs that are currently charging towards the capital across the land. With the very faint black smoke rising from the town to the south that they already decimated. And they're rustling trees as they go, ruining everything and just kind of charging, weapons drawn, ready for battle. And Charles Goodshow is just very distracted. So yeah, you convince the second guard and he's like, yeah, sure, I'll go, whatever.
Alright, the third stealth is a 15.
Mm-hmm. And Charles nat 20, so he turns around and he's like, Jimmy, what are you doing up here? Never mind.
I'm here to help out.
Yeah, we need your help here. So,
but I need this guard to go help out with the other guard ramifications to slow down the enemy for the evacuation.
Slow down the enemy. Oop. What did you say again? I got confused somehow.
I said that I need this last guard to go to help with the ramifications to slow down the enemy so that the evacuation can continue smoothly.
Gotcha, okay. He's like, well, they'll be fine. They'll get done with whatever they get done. You and we need to be ready to take down these orcs. You see, I've got this box here. And I've got this box that's filled with a lot of rocks. And when I throw these rocks, they're gonna kill a lot of orcs. So
that sounds good.
Would you like to help me throw these rocks?
Sure, but like I said, we need to get this guy down there to... I point to the last guard.
Charles Goodshow turns to this guard and he's like, as your king, I don't care what you do. You can go have fun. If you have a ranged weapon, you can stay up here. If you don't, you can go help with the wall.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
You are not the king. You have not been crowned.
Oh, it's fine. That's just semantics.
Semantics that you have to go through before being called king.
Ah, sure. Potato, potato. Now let's help kill some orcs.
Is the guard gone yet?
Yeah, the guard just is like, sure, whatever, and he shrugs and he starts heading down.
Alright, well, I'll help him throw some rocks temporarily.
Alright, so the orcs finally, are getting close to the town, and you all begin preparing, opening the chest just barely enough to, reach your fingers in, just so you can, prepare to grab one of the boulders, and... yeah, just getting ready for the battle that's gonna come. And now, we head over to a different group. So, my gosh, I've gotten so confused about where we are.
Oh my gosh, Becky, look at her butt.
Wow.
Alright, what?
So, now we are with the villain squad again. So we've got the Goblin and Banana and what's his face? Doom Guy. I almost called him Guy Dude instead of Doom Guy. Okay. So, you 3 are stealthing in the woods, just kind of hiding, observing, and you are rolling a stealth.
Is stealth essential for this?
Not necessarily, but I'm. You know what? I'll just say that you guys are
Oh.
already stealthed. It's fine. So
Okay,
you,
good, because I rolled a 6.
it's fine. So you guys came up to this group. You've came up to the group that you were attempting to target. So you and the Goblin and Banana have finally reached the southern part of the island, and you're looking out at this group of survivors from the shipwreck and several orcs. There's like maybe 15 orcs milling about, just kind of chilling out, waiting for orders or whatever. And yeah, so there's just a bunch of orcs kind of guarding a group of humans and other creatures. Most of them are other creatures. There's only like a couple humans, and many of the survivors from the shipwreck are sick, just milling about, doing their thing. You see Bongo Man, which is Hawk's other character that likes to play instruments and make friends and stuff. And you see a purple-skinned tiefling named Keep, but you don't know that. You also see...
Yeah, but you don't know that.
you also see a dragonborn, yellow dragonborn, or gold dragonborn, sorry, who's looking a bit ill, or tired. That's just kind of sleeping off to the side, not really involved with the rest of the group, and the group seems to be like purposefully ignoring them. Who else do we have? We also have a halfling. Oh yeah, Hawk's Bongo Man is a halfling, and then we have another halfling who's called Bob.
I call him Bob.
Yeah, that's Mac's brother's character. But Mac's brother couldn't make it either, so he's just there, lost to time, just in this group that will never be dealt with. So there's just a big group of people here, and you're just kind of observing this group with the Goblin and Banana, and the Goblin's like, alright, are you ready for this? You know the plan, right?
No. What's the plan?
Wait, you're
Yeah, I know.
the
Just-
Silent Doom guy. Okay.
Yeah, so like,
So the plan is,
look at him, kind of confused.
the plan is you're gonna go after the guy that you wanted to get revenge on, and then the Goblin is gonna try to do an unspecified task that will help you achieve your goal of checking Hawk's character into lava.
Alright, so, and what's Banana gonna do?
I don't know. Banana's just there. Banana can do whatever she wants to. She's probably gonna go give a Tide Pod to the sick Dragonborn or something. Knowing her. So yeah, your job is basically to just go cause a distraction, or like find the guy that you want to capture, or point him out or something. You don't necessarily have to like fight, but you're just supposed to go and point out the guy that you want to destroy.
Alright.
Because you're revenge on.
Okay. Would the best cause of action to just be run out there and shoot Bongo Man in the head?
I'm not gonna tell you what to do. You can do what you want.
Alright, I'm gonna do just that.
You're gonna run out of the bushes and instantly try to use your shotgun to just shoot Bongo Man in the head?
Yeah.
Alright, I wish Hawk's character, or Hawk, was here so that he could control Bongo Man, because I don't know what Bongo Man would do. But, let's just say you have the element of surprise as you're bursting out of the bushes, but also there's a bunch of orcs and other creatures and many creatures that see you as you're coming out. So even though you're surprising them, like, there's a lot of people there. So you rush up, you get within range, and you immediately just like unload a giant shotgun blast at Bongo Man. Roll me a d8. Actually, no, roll me to hit. Sorry, I rolled a d20 plus your dex, I think.
D20 plus dexterity, 23.
Okay, plus your proficiency as well.
Proficiency in +2. Yeah, 25.
Okay, wow. So you definitely hit you definitely hit poor Bongo Man. I would say that he was facing the opposite direction from you, So you just hit him in the back of the head with a shotgun blast, but it's from range. So roll me a d8.
Wait, if it's from range... Oh, I thought it was going to be from, like, point blank or something. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, boy. This will suck.
Oh.
Okay, bye, Shroomy.
Well.
Yeah, that's an A. That's just straight up an A.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'll keep track of that, I guess. Okay, well, did Trimmy leave and is he coming back?
He said BRB.
Oh, okay. Well, I think since we're about done with this session, I think we'll just call it there. But you will, you'll notice that the goblin begins doing his plan as you immediately get in combat with basically everyone who's there. So you shoot,
oh no,
you shoot Bongo Man in the back of the head, and he's just like, ah! It's like a grazing blow that like blasts half his hair off and like severely injures the back of his head. And he turns around and he's just like, what the heck? Excuse? And everyone turns to you like there are. I need to figure out exactly how many people there are here that are going to be angry at you, but all the orcs are going to be angry at you because you previously tried to attack them, and they'll recognize you from that. The other people are going to be angry at you because you just started attacking one of the innocent shipwreck survivors. Hey, Shermie, welcome back. And basically everyone's going to be angry at you and like try to stop you from shooting shotguns at people. Meanwhile, the goblin in your peripheral vision is trying to he pulls out like what looks like a glowing crystal of some kind, or like a piece of gem chalk. Yeah, you're not sure what it is exactly, and he just begins like doodling on the ground and like walking around in a big circle, still trying to stay stealthed in the background while you're causing this distraction. And that's where we're gonna leave it for now. And Banana, we don't even know where she is. She's just still in the bushes. We'll figure out what she does later. And with that, we're gonna call it for this session.
Just starts eating one of the orcs.
Yeah, just starts eating something. I don't know. Eats a tree. So yeah, that's about it for this one. Anything else you guys want to do or say?
Well, I wish Doomslayer luck. I think Glomporio's going well.
I mean, you said that Glomporio doesn't die and respawns every time he dies, so...
No, Doomslayer just respawns.
Yeah, that's what I said, isn't it?
Oh,
or did I say
sorry.
Glomporio? Oops.
You said Glomporio.
Oh, oops, my bad.
I'm assuming Jebby's just gonna yeet Charles off the roof.
Please.
Party, please.
Yeah, so, yeah, the way I have this set up, theoretically, every character in the campaign is going to have the fate of the world resting on their shoulders, so, like, everyone's gonna be capable of, like...
Good show.
like, they're fighting for the fate of the human race over there. You guys are going to be doing whatever you're going to be doing, and the guys up to the north are going to be trying to save the turtle and, like, rescue the world. But basically any character could instantly end the campaign with certain choices that they do, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. There's lots of crazy things that could happen. What do you guys think of the campaign, or, like, this session? What do you think so far?
You're a lot more prepared.
I am very prepared, but I'm still terrified that something's going to happen that I didn't expect, and everything's going to go downhill from there.
Probably.
Blame Charles.
That's a good prediction.
That's my goal.
Blame Charles. Yeah. Alright, well, I guess that's it for now. I'm gonna end the stream if everyone's alright with that.
It's fun with me.
Okie doke. Well, bye people of the interwebs. See you later.